Now we get to the meat of what we're here to talk about. Okay, the admin side of things. Now, I created this session mainly thinking about it from because my background is a traditional infrastructure DBA from many years ago, as you might tell from uh, the color of my beard. But what were our responsibilities as an admin? Okay, well, we're responsible for security, performance, uptime, reliability. Well, Fabric is no different. As an administrator, we still need to be able to make sure, is it performing? Well, that comes down to what type of capacities we're using. Who has access? Are they using it appropriately? Is it trusted? So from our reports, we'll have a look from a governance side of things. How do people know that they can use this and trust it? So from that administration side of things, we need to be able to understand how we go about managing this environment. So from an admin role, there's a couple of different roles that you may be granted to. And we mentioned these a couple of slides back around what role you need to be able to, one, enable Fabric in your organization. So our global platform and our Fabric administrators, we spoke about those three, and they give you the ability to um, enable or disable Fabric features, report on usage, review and manage any auditing, which is really important on being able to identify when there is a problem, how we go about troubleshooting that. The fourth one there, the capacity admin. And this is the next level down from those three. It's still an elevated privilege, but it doesn't give us all of the same high level permissions that we get from our global admin, platform admin, or Fabric administrator. A capacity admin gives us the ability inside of a workspace, we're able to provision capacities. We can either manage the permissions on those provision capacities, and we're able to manage the workload that is being undertaken on those. So this is where I mentioned right at the start, it's potentially going to change based on your organization. If you're in a small organization, you might be wearing all of those caps. We've got various settings, and in the upcoming demo, we're not going to go through all of those, but I will quickly show you how many settings we have got available to us. But our security and access control, one of the most important things, just like with our databases, we're in the cloud. So we need to be able to lock that down on who has access to it. Now, one of the main roles that we will use, because it is cloud-based, is using your Entra ID. We're then able to use role-based access control on limiting what you have access to. And we're able to assist us in how we go about doing that. And we'll touch on that in a couple of slides' time. Data governance. Out of the box, Fabric integrates or has some built-in data governance features, but it also takes that even further with integrating with Purview. So we're able to track those data, put tags on, be able to identify that sensitive data that we may not want certain people to be able to see. Then we've got our customization and configuration. This is where in the settings, we're able to add, do we have company colors that we like to use? Do we have company logos that we want to put in place so that when something is created, it's automatically branded? That customization configuration also is down to who can actually do what, who can see what. Right, that falls under the security as well, but we're able to granularly set those. And lastly, our monitoring and optimization. And this is really important on how we're able to identify what's being used, how it's being used, is it appropriate, is it costing us too much money? So with that, let's have a look at how we go about doing that. The tools that we've got available to us, you're probably going to want to start in the admin portal. And the reason for that is because as I've mentioned, there are so many different settings available to you that working in the admin portal is probably your go-to start place so that you can become familiar. What can you do? What do you need to do? Now, not all of the configurations and settings are undertaken in the admin portal, but from the admin portal, we're able to jump to those. And we'll have a look at that and what we need to do in the upcoming demo. We've got a list of the different options that we will see. I'm not going to go through them, but you can see that's just the high level as to what we can do. Now, as an admin, let's not talk about it from a Fabric point of view, but if you're looking after a SQL Server environment, you might like to automate things. Well, to do that, we've got PowerShell commandlets, and this makes it nice and easy for us to redo jobs. So our security side of things, okay, so we're adding new users. We need to apply role-based access control on who gets access to what. Well, we've got PowerShell commandlets available to us to be able to make our lives easier and automate those jobs. So therefore, when we're requested to do it, it's a simple thing. We're not having to log into a portal, try and find where is that. It might be that, we need to configure data sources and gateways because we're having a new report created. Well, can we actually access that? As well as that, we've got the ability to monitor what is going on in the environment. Now, we will have a look at the admin dashboard, but we're able to take that further using our PowerShell commandlets. Now, you can even take that even further with the APIs and the SDKs. This is where you may have in your environment applications that you're using. So let's say it might be you might have an intranet, and on that intranet you could have various links to go off and do certain things. Well, this is where you can embed those straight into access and tasks from Fabric into that intranet to take it to that next level. If you do, you're a lot smarter than me, but hey, I'm okay with that. But these are the things that are available to assist you in managing and maintaining the Fabric environment, as well as making your life easier in automating and administering this environment.